Good morning. It is Wednesday. Just clicking on 12 o'clock. I've been trying to use the little Ami as much as possible, so I've charged it twice now. Jesus, I tell you the first thing about the Ami, needs a sun visor. So, Jesus, that's right. Like I say, trying to use as much as possible. I need to nip to town. I want to use the Ami. I went home with it, so that was probably, I think it's about 8 mileage back to my house. And apart from the dual carriageway, it was slightly slow, obviously. But by the time I left, there was traffic anyway, so traffic was only doing 25, 30 on the A1, so you didn't really notice the difference. It was once I got into like where everyone else is doing 50, obviously this is only doing 28. That's why you do notice a little difference, but you got to remember this car was made for a purpose of just well, urban driving, I suppose, city driving, and for that it's perfect. I couldn't really fault it at the minute. I might be able to get some faults out of it soon, I don't know, but so far it does exactly what it says on the tin. Like exactly what it says. Doesn't do any more, definitely not. It doesn't do any less. We've I think it took about 2.5 hours to fully charge it, and that was just on a on like a little plug in the wall sort of thing outside the garage. I'm just heading over the other side of the valley to pick up somebody for just to come back to our place, and then I think I've got to try and head to town, so I might use this. Well, I will use this this afternoon. But like I say, it is absolutely perfect for what it needs to do. The seats are surprisingly comfy. You know, they're not just hard plastic. There is a little bit of leather on the front and on the back. No radio, but you know, the cab's so small. You just put your phone on the little shelf with the radio on, and it's perfect. So what I'll do is I'll get some work done this morning, and then we'll obviously see you this afternoon. Cheers.
You lock this? You lock this? Sorry, potty tricking. Ah, nah.
Is the mic on, Gary? You've gone. Me and Gary have gone rogue.
Yes.
Rogue with the microphones. No, not like little microphones.
I don't like the way the wire tickles me tummy.
Got a big fluffy dirk.
Dick.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's head over to the Merc.
Let's start over here.
Right. This Merc came in for a clutch fault, even though it's automatic, but it's like a DSG. I don't know what they call them on a Merc. Probably not DSG. MSG? Oh, it's Chinese food.
DCT.
Oh, DC? I thought it was BMW.
No, I think they call them DCTs as well. Dual clutch technology, I think it is. DCT.
Yeah, I say. Anyway, that's the bad boy there.
Look at that.
Look at that. So, we've replaced that, but then we forgot to order, unfortunately, this plate here. So if you look on here, I'm trying to stay half clean. It's not going to happen, like, because we like it dirty. There's a seal in there that looks like a drive shaft seal, and there's also a seal all the way around the outside. Once that goes onto there, like that, then there's this big snap ring that goes on top of there like that, and that holds that into here. So there's a new clutch in there, there's a bearing on there and the little shim. So that cover goes into here, and if you look, there's a ring being machined out all around there like a groove. The snap ring goes in there, and that little hole there. It's for your starter motor. So the clutch is in, ready to go back together, but we didn't want to put it back together with that seal. I just completely forgot that I even had one of those, to be honest with you. We've done one before. It's the same on the wet clutches on the DSGs.
Yeah.
They've got the same thing, but I'd rather put a new one in. I just completely forgot what I want, to be honest with you. So that unfortunately delayed play.
Which has made Andrew anxious.
Andrew is very anxious because Andrew's on holiday next week and he likes to get the full workshop all done, no more work, even the floor cleaner service before he goes
what's this
on.
one for? Does it get the service?
Service, this this bad boy here.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a coolant leak.
It has got a coolant leak. Look at the back of that.
Look at that.
I'll tell you one thing, this thing was amazing when we got it and now it's just literally hanging by a thread.
We need to get them both serviced actually.
They do need service
They both
because
need
they get, look at that.
It'll give you 10 if you put your head in there.
I tell you it is, if you drink half a pint of that, Gary, I'll give you £1,000.
Holy chance.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
oh. There's some rough stuff comes off this floor. This beautiful overfinch.
Very nice car.
It is really, really nice. It's rare spec, obviously it's overfinch for a start. It's got red with a black trim, and Gary will show you there. In the back, it's actually only the 4-seater model.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the car that limousine or something? I don't know. I just thought that up.
Well,
I think it's something. I don't know.
I'm not sure if this is. No, it's not. I thought this could have been a long wheelbase, but I don't think it is.
Not quite long enough.
Nah, because they do a long wheelbase in a 4-seater, but that is very, very nice in there. Oh, do some miles in this thing. This is very nice. All the Alan Murd Kearns, as Gary would say. Have you ever said that, Gary?
Murd Kearns.
Murd Kearns?
Because from up that way, I shouldn't be.
So, this was originally in for a can Phantom. Obviously, remember the Range Rover is probably the most stolen car in the country at the minute. And even this guy found it practically uninsurable. So once he got a can Phantom, brought his premiums down and opened up to more insurance companies because a lot of companies, especially the company he was originally with his other car, they actually just refused to cover. But when it was in, he asked us to have a quick look at the suspension fault. And the suspension fault, unfortunately for him, is the ace pipes. So the ace pipes run on these models on the passenger side, under the sills, front and back, hydro anti-roll bars. And the back one is burst and the front one, I think, has also got a little weep on it. So he's getting the full treatment.
It's amazing the difference to make as well, because when Paul brought it back, he says the car is just like literally from side to side.
Yeah, I mean,
just, yeah.
Paul didn't actually know what the fault was.
Yeah.
He just got the job of bringing it back, and he said there's definitely a problem with the suspension because it's, like Gary says, it was just like a boat.
Yeah,
which you'd expect a big floaty thing like this to be all over the road, but they're not. These are really planted, especially with that hydraulic anti-roll bar system on. What is this one, Gary?
Navara. M.O.T test. Yeah, M.O.T test for first thing in the morning.
Simple as that?
Yeah.
First thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning. Perhaps, potentially, maybe. M.O.T, yeah. Straightforward M.O.T, that one.
Yeah. Well, actually, Josh says he's going to the doctor's because he's not sleeping well. I think if you work hard enough, you'll always sleep. You know what I mean? I'm not saying out like, but you know what I mean? Graft harder, Dodger. This one here, really good customer of ours actually. It broke down, got recovered in. There's a couple of little faults with it. It was a non-start originally, so one of the earth straps had blown, just rotted away really. And a couple other bits and bobs, but it's now up, running, starting driving perfect. So he's desperate for this back, he uses it a lot for shooting. So I don't think he's going to take his Porsche on the fields with his guns, his dogs. So
needs that for Friday, so it's just a good one. I've already got it here.
It's ready. Paul's day back, got it done. We'll give him a call in the morning. Hopefully he gets his picked up tomorrow. Not only does he get his car back, but he gets out of our way because with the extra technicians we've got at the minute, obviously at the minute, extra technicians that we've got forever now, the car park is very, very, very busy. What is this? Glorious vehicle.
It's the Wickham School, yes, Wickham School's Sprinter. They're complaining of a shudder when driving. It's something that, but again, what it might be is maybe injectors. Because injectors give the sense on these that the prop shaft's gone up.
Yeah.
So it could be something like that. But again, drop it off today for tomorrow. Will it be in the school? Get health check in the morning, diagnosed, and then we'll put a diagnosis on it.
Yeah. I mean, I've just moved it from there to there onto the ramp, and the handbrake just came all the way to the top. So there's obviously a few things wrong with it. But normally school buses like this are very, very low mileage, but very little use. Transit, Gary?
Cricky, turbocharger, rear bump stops. There's a lot of work on this one.
It's wishbones.
Wishbones.
2 wishbones, turbo. There was an AdBlue fault. This originally got recovered in by us for an AdBlue fault. In the list when it got here was a lot.
Brakes. Needs brakes front and rear. Yeah.
I think it's just not had any love for a while, is it?
No, I mean it's just rough, you know, and it needs, you know,
get it back to its former glory.
Just wants like a lot of mechanical stuff, doesn't it?
Mechanical? Who's he?
Yeah.
Matthew Mechanical.
Matthew Mechanical, aye.
Matthew Mechanical.
He was good actor on his day, him.
I think he's clutching the straws. Boom. Nefs fan, I told you, every video has got to be a Nefs fan in.
Got to be a Nefs fan.
So this is in for a couple of little things, but we did recover it because it had lost drive. There was a problem with a drive shaft bearing, and also there was a problem with the clutch. So the clutch, if I can find something half clean to pick it up with. Look at that.
Look at that.
So them, if you look in there, they're supposed to be splined. So that will go onto the input shaft for the gearbox. But them splines are now gone. So if you look there, it's even worse. That's just literally super smooth. Nothing at all. The actual clutch isn't too bad.
I think we might have fit that when we did the engine job on it.
Aye, well we fitted an engine in May, I believe. And that clutch and flywheel was brand new. I don't know if I put it down to parts error or user error, I'm not sure. But this van in particular does seem to get an absolute hammering. So if you watch this video, slow down. What is next?
Or Bev.
So Phil's got, is one of the new techs. He's probably got about an hour. That'll be boxed off in the morning and then he'll jump onto his next job. And Sean, who's another new tech, he came from Ford. So he loves to get absolute hammering with Fords. He's jumping on the Transit. Andy is on the, he won't be on that Merc straight away because that won't come at lunchtime, but he has got a Range Rover to look at and a couple other bits and bobs to see him on his way. And I think Carl's, this for Carl?
It's, so we, I don't know if we saw it in a couple of videos ago, but we've done the majority of the repair, which is the rocker cover's been off. The emulsification has been cleaned out.
Yeah. That was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we've cleaned the cylinder head area as well. It's got the flush in, then it's been run up to temperature. That side of it seems fine. We have got a camshaft sensor fault still, although it's not putting the light on. So we just need to probably put a scope on it tomorrow and just see. I mean, it could be that the sensor could be damaged due to the emulsification. We just don't know. Might end up putting a couple in there, but we'll have a look tomorrow. See what
these are really common as well for timing chains. These engines.
Yeah.
So this is the Peugeot Citroen 1600.
Yeah.
This is the this is the petrol one. We seem to go through a spate of doing loads of timing chains on these engines. We haven't done one for a while now, but they do start coming up with like camshaft, crankshaft correlation in it. They get worse and worse and worse as they get on. Obviously, the more the engine starts to see the tolerance go out, the more the light comes on, or the fault code. But hopefully, this one will. The
only other thing what we was thinking of as well is obviously with the oil being degraded as it was, I'm wondering if it's maybe allowed because it was noisy before, but now it's quiet.
All of the diffusers.
All of the diffusers. So it might need another flush. Just get the diffusers full, get them up and running.
Yeah.
We might see get rid of that, or if we kind of get the fault, if the fault code's there, but it's not putting the light on, we might give it back to the customer to try for a few miles.
Yeah, get some oil through it.
Get
nice.
to see that. Yeah.
Another Mini. Well, I've got an empty ramp here. That's because there's something coming in first thing in the morning. That'll just go straight onto here. Tell you what it is, I want to start brushing the workshop when they leave. What the fuck will state that?
My gosh.
Yeah, Gary's left your drink there, mate.
I know. Yeah. Look at that.
Jesus, what's the right old drinks of the day? So this was another recovery that's got recovered in by the RAC to us, and it was a non-start, and when you was cranking it over, the smoke was heavy white smoke out the back.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an injector stuck open, like wide open.
Yeah.
but they've pulled a bit of fuel out and it looks very much contaminated. So they did get it running, I think. I don't know how they've done it, but me and Gary didn't get too much involved in it, but they did get it running anyway today. They want to pull they basically want to go for authorisation to pull all the diesel out of it, flush the lines, new fuel filter, and hopefully that pulls this car back to life. I don't know if it's had petrol in, but it's definitely had something dodgy in.
It had all the signs of an injector sticking open or the wrong fuel in it.
Yeah.
It just the smell and everything.
Remember a while ago we had 3 or 4 cars come in with the diesel problems with, or maybe it was petrol with Morrison's.
Yeah.
There was a particular time where just cars coming in constantly, and it was everybody. The only thing they had in common was all filled up with Morrison's that week. So whether Morrison had a dodgy batch of fuel or what. Well, there's not much point in taking it outside tonight because it is currently 8 o'clock and it's pitch black. And Ed's little camera doesn't want to go in the dark because it's scared. Well,
there she is. Look at that.
Look at big Daphne outside.
Big Daff.
She's an absolute beauty, especially with her new trainers on. She is nice. Should we get Si in?
Well, maybe asleep, you know.
Oh,
he's not like.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Air
he's
brakes
not.
are
Well,
off.
there we
Air
go. Here he
brakes are off.
comes.
Right, Daphne's coming in.
I hope this doesn't go wrong.
I know.
What,
straight
like
through the
mirror?
straight through the door.
What the?
Right, me and Gary will leave it there for tonight. We'll, once the truck's in, we're going home. Thanks very much for watching. Good night. Right, good morning. I'm back in the little golf club spot this morning. So I was thinking I was ahead of schedule by a long way because I went to, I picked up the Golf this morning on the way to work and dropped off a car for Colin at TD. He was going to do a little job for us, so I thought, right, 2 birds, 1 stone, all that crap. So then I left the car that I was going to Colin's at Jason's garage, and then Colin's just rang us there. I'm nearly, well, I'm not nearly at the garage, but I'm close to see he's just switched the car off. He's went to switch it back on, obviously it says key not found. So Daft Marvin's got his key in his pocket. So now I've had to turn around. I'm going to go back through the traffic. I bet I don't make it to the garage till 10 o'clock, but yeah, these things happen. So I'm going to head back to, head back to TD Tune now, give him the key for the Jag, then have a little look over that. We've also got a milk float there at the same time, so the milk floats, because all drive like absolute lunatics, Milkman Schumacher, we're going to put speed limiters on them. So putting speed limiters on them is actually going to do us out of a bit of work, hopefully, because it'll save the modern milkman some money. Because my thoughts are that these, I mean, their vans are murdered everywhere they go. They pass me way past 70 mile an hour all the time, so we're going to put a 70 mile an hour speed limit on it. That should then stop them going so fast, using as much diesel. Hopefully it then uses less brakes and they come and see us a bit less. We're not bothered if they come and see us less, we've got plenty of work, we're not touting for work. I prefer just to help a customer out and get the and get his vehicles last a bit longer and his maintenance costs down a little bit. So it's pointless us not doing anything about it, because then his maintenance costs will keep going up and up and up, and in the end he won't be able to afford to drop the milk off. The company goes down the pan, then we lose all the work. Or we help him out, put the speed limiters on, try and get the drivers to drive a little bit more conscientious, save him some money, and hopefully everyone lasts a lot longer. There's a
couple of new garages opening close to us. I just want to wish them the best of luck, really. I know exactly what it's like, been there, done that, went from a smaller garage to a bigger garage. The only downside I would say is, knowing what I know now, it's not what we did, luckily, but I would never go from a small garage to a medium garage. I think medium-sized garages are really hard to make pay. When you run the numbers, you have either 2 ramps, 1 person or 2 people, whatever, that'll pay, or you have 8, 9, 10 ramps, lots of techs, and that'll pay. But that little middle ground is awkward. I think it's hard. It's harder to get the pay anyway. I don't think it's impossible. Somebody might tell me different, but then I'm saying make it pay. People want different things out of their garage, I suppose. I just love toys. My garage provides plenty of toys for me. I'm happy. And as long as the staff have got plenty of toys, they're happy as well. But I think if you're looking for lots and lots and lots of money, then unfortunately having a medium-sized garage just doesn't quite cut it. On another note, what I am confident as, that luckily I don't know any garage, and I know most garages in the northeast, get on well with most garages. Don't think we've ever been out, don't fall out with the garages, got no need to. We'll certainly help out more garages than we don't. The good thing I know about my garage is that luckily I don't know anybody else, and this is coming from them, by the way, not from me, is that you'll never ever outwork me. Never. It's impossible. Well, I think it's impossible, because I probably get 5 hours sleep a day, 6 if you're very lucky, and the rest of that time I'm literally working. There's always something, like on the way to work I'll be on the phone organising things. When I'm at work, me and Gary are always flat out trying to get things done. And then after work, like I think it was Monday night, I went and done 3 recoveries after work in the truck. It was easier to do them after work. I got all my paperwork done during the day. I got 3 recoveries done after work. I've probably done about 150 mileage on Monday night in the truck. Obviously no traffic. It was perfect, but I didn't get back to the garage and put the truck away until about 10 to 12. I was probably home asleep, maybe it's 1 o'clock, 6:30, I'm back up, back at it. And what I've noticed is, even my staff, other people, they'll have like I think where it's harder is when people say, oh, I've had a hard week, you know, I've done, I don't know, 60 hours, I've done 70 hours, I've had a really hard week, I need some rest. But I think because I've been doing 80, 90, 100 hour weeks for years, I think my body's just accustomed to it. So the only downside is, if I do get a chance to sit down and just sit in the house for 5 minutes, I don't know what to do. I have absolutely no idea what to do. Lots of people say, oh, we should spend more time, we should chill out. Well, luckily for me, my garage is my hobby, it's my business. All my toys are there, all the good things I like are there. That's what's good about it being so big, is I can have everything there. And I think what's also hard for other garages is that if they do have some toys in their garage, you're taking space away from making money. Where luckily for us, we have got the yard which has got our toys in, which like the trucks and things like that. Bear in mind the market and everything is just toys. We've also got the other unit, which is the other side of Team Valley, the north end, and that is all obviously inside, and you've seen that one before. That's all the toys that need to stay inside, or I would like to stay inside, all trickle charging up, so I can just go in, sort them up, and away I go. I'm literally 2 seconds from pulling back into see Colin and drop the key off that I forgot to give him. So
hopefully me and Gary will see you later on. Cheers. Why did I decide to strip this thing down? Definitely don't try this at home. Come closer. What are you upset about?
I'm not.
Are you just admiring Ed's beautiful hair?
Just admiring El Microfono.
A bit El Grillo here.
Yeah.
It's coming through. Yeah. Tell you, gets to the best of us.
Ed, walk this way.
Walk this way.
Go on, you'll be out because the camera's got one of them anti-shutter things on. Oh,
Right.
Well, what do we say every episode?
Nep's van.
Nep's van.
Look at the state of that. Absolutely shocking.
I tell you.
I tell you.
They treat them like shit.
They do treat them like crap.
Yes, yeah.
Excuse me. So, this Nep's van, it's not the worst one we've ever health checked.
It's not actually, surprisingly not.
But, engine's got a funny noise in it, it's got no oil in. Unbelievable. 2 drive shafts, boots are hanging out. We're going to replace the shafts because both inner and outer boots on both sides are knackered. The brakes are down to the metal and it's chucked the pad out, I think. But luckily the back brakes are mint. That's about the only thing that's good in that van. Look at the state of the bodywork in that one. They are horrendous. Parcel drivers just do not care. I think if you charge them for the damage, well, the parcel will never get there, would they? We'll just hand the key in.
The tracker would show the van on the side of the road. Yeah.
Key on visor.
Yeah.
This is the Vogue, the overfinished one that's had the arc pipes. So you can see, well, you're not able to see, but them pipes are basically brand new. The only thing is, we forgot to order a one that goes above the viscous fan into the pump. So that's put this on hold a little bit.
I mean, I was surprised that we thought the ones higher up will be alright, but it's corroded that one as well. Crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the car looks a little bit like corroded underneath, so it's
but the
could have been
car's, the car's a 2014.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
yeah,
actually it's getting on for 10-year-old.
I know. It's strange to think. I mean, it's a tidy car, but
Very.
it is a very good-looking car, and that's probably why a little bit deceiving.
It is, aye.
Yeah.
Because when this originally come in, I thought it was a lot newer. So I was thinking, well, it'll not be corrosion, but unfortunately, it is getting there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Aye.
Shame.
Might have been where it's been before.
Park of the town.
Yeah, yeah.
This is little.
What a cracking look at that one.
Is it Escort?
Look at that. Escort, yeah. Mark 1 Escort.
So this is.
I had one of these once, you know.
My memory's just gone blank there.
I had one of these HBO 617N, hand painted black, but it was duck egg blue underneath. Went faster in third.
Why is it hand painted?
Because it was duck egg blue.
Did you paint it?
No, that was it. I thought it was class. Went faster in third than did in fourth. Used to scream in third, but it was great.
That's impossible, Gary.
Oh, honestly, it was.
That is physically impossible.
I'm telling you, it did. You gone third, right? But then you put in the fourth, going, and you used to slow down. It was class. It was great. I loved it though.
Do you work on special effects, Gary?
Honestly, it was hand painted black. It had it was great. I loved it. Nice.
It's a cool little thing, isn't it?
It had drum brakes front and rear. Kept on emptying the master cylinder.
Look at that.
I could never find out why. Look at that, man. Proper car. Smell it. Tell you, it's a pity you folks watching this can't smell it, because that smells like a proper car.
Smellogram. Ed's just farted. So that is basically here, because it's going to a wedding tomorrow. So Paul is going to put us in the trailer, take it down to Yorkshire.
I'm not sure.
Somewhere
No,
down there. I think it's
just-
going to Yorkshire.
I just know it's a wedding, sorry. Yeah.
It's going to go to the guy's wedding, so this was his dad's car. Unfortunately, his dad passed away and he's getting married tomorrow, so he wants his dad's car there, which is nice. Flat your windows.
Yeah.
So Andy's going to give it a quick wash inside and out, put a couple of extra little stickers on the way it used to be when his dad drove it, and then that'll go on the trailer back down there, because he's nice like that. This Transit, what's this in for, guys?
Service and MOT, but we've had to order the customary bonnet release, because that's all seized as usual.
Is that the key snapper from there, Gary?
Yes. Yeah.
So an accident?
Yeah, it was the that was me. Sorry. Anyway,
Was
moving
it?
on. That was.
Oh, I bet how this conversation went. He said, "Oh, it's a bit sticky that," and Gaz said, "Yeah, out of the way, I'll screw with this."
No, it wasn't that.
Oh.
So we did the decent thing and got Parkers to bring the spare key around. So look, we'll try it with the spare key then. At least if it snaps, you don't. Yeah, well, but it did snap. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's
Very
just waiting.
nice.
So that's just waiting for that bit to be replaced. It's on my desk. Sean will build the kit up on Monday morning, put it back together.
And Sean is our new technician.
Yeah, and the
And he's Ford Master Tech, I believe.
and the I told you, he amazed me the other day. Normally we would have been taking about 4 hours to break on that bonnet. He was into it in 30 seconds.
Oh, so he's a car thief as well.
Well, that was going to be my punchline.
He's from Blythe, like.
You wonder.
Anybody from up that way,
You wonder how.
that tyre's only flat because the angle of the wheel, mate. Just don't look at that.
Yeah. Okay.
This little beauty, I've used it a little bit this week. Jimmy's used it to go and get the dinners in.
They were cold by the time we got back, by the way, but never mind.
It is slow, but I love it, me. I really like it. I tell you what, there's loads of little things in this car that's just cool. And it'll be a good little advertising car when it's all sticking up because everybody looks at it. People just video you and all that. Blah, blah, blah.
Jimmy got laughed at.
Jimmy got laughed at by school kids. They were walking and they said they would rather walk than this, even when it was raining. But Jimmy was dry and they were wet, so unlucky. This Transit is a job that I wish Gary didn't take in because it's welding and we don't do welding, but Gary still took the job in.
Stevie Ashworth's Sunday night on Monday morning. He'll be all right. Just give Stevie a ring all the weekend. He loves coming in here.
He does. It's warm, dry, and
Exactly.
he gets petted.
Yeah.
Like a
And
little
he gets
cat.
lovely cups of coffee. Good crack. Yeah.
What is the? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's got the obligatory.
I reckon that
corrosion.
van definitely goes faster in third than fourth because of those stripes.
Well,
Does your duck egg blue thing have them stripes?
No. Well, it had like stripes, but I think they were brush marks of the hand painting.
And he runs?
I don't know what no.
Proper
I
runs.
don't know what like proper stripes.
There's nothing on this ramp here. Nothing at all.
Give what you didn't say.
Nothing. This one here, Corbex, the fish and chip people, we've just turned this over actually, and it did start a little bit, but it's popping back through the inlet, so we suspect an issue with the timing. They were driving it, the engine management light come on, they tried to get a little bit further in the journey, and unfortunately it broke down. Yeah. So this got recovered in to us. This van, this is in for, it got a can phantom, a couple little bits of bobs inside, and this harness was damaged. So that's the parking sensor harness, so that is all being a new one in. Unfortunately, Paul's forgot to plug these two in, so he's going to come in the morning when he gets a little bit of time, plug these two in, and then he'll clip this up using these things here. And hopefully this van is ready to go to Team Valley printers to put some stickers on for whatever it's going to get. Strange. Civic?
Injectors.
More.
Yeah, so it's had one in, but it did, I think that's probably the 5th or 6th one we've had now.
Yeah.
Put one in and it just, they seem to follow each other.
Aye.
A lot of money to put 4 injectors in it, but
It is a lot of money. The only thing is, without that, the car's literally scrap.
the car isn't worth Tupman's happening.
What's happening? I'll see what's outside.
What's outside?
Not a lot. It's looking good, the car park.
Yeah.
If every Friday it was empty, I'd be alone. Gary's not even anything to talk about here.
What is that?
Nah.
Yeah. Volvo's ready to go. That's been in today for service. Need rear brakes, so that's done now. Customer's collecting that in the morning. Again, that's the van which we've had for the last few episodes. That's now done.
When's he collecting that?
Well, I thought he'd be here tonight. I said he'd be out 6:30. He hasn't came, so it'll either be probably Monday now by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is ongoing stuff.
It is?
Yeah.
I think this week has been, with the new tech's been successful, hasn't it?
It has really. I mean, it just makes a difference. It becomes a little bit. It's busier, of course, but it's busy work as opposed to busy stress.
Yeah. I've noticed
I think so.
The busy end of it, there's a lot more health checks, a lot more,
yeah.
obviously a lot more pricing of jobs and pricing of parts and ringing customers and obviously waiting for authorisation. But like Gary said, it's actually a good busy.
Yeah.
The workshop feels like it's supposed to. I think it's it's running the way it is, and you're not sort of overconfident of the job because you're spreading that over more tech. So it's been very good.
Yeah. And they're two good, capable technicians as well. I mean,
Very.
Yeah, very. I mean, we've had a little bit of staff over the last year or so.
Aye.
Some of them have been.
Nope.
Some of them have been really good.
Simon, call me back.
And it's a shame that they haven't stayed for whatever reason. But but some of them have been not so good. No disrespect to them, but we see it quite a lot. It's a difficult atmosphere and it's a difficult place to come into because of I mean, look what's on ramps. Honda for injectors, rear parking sensor, non-start. Neb's van for mechanical repairs because they do get a hard life. Arc pipes on a Range Rover. I mean, a lot of places look at that and no thanks. So I think a lot of people have, and we've had a few competent people, but it's just not.
I think some of the competent people we've had have been used to single brands.
Yes, that's what the difficulty is.
Yeah.
Whereas these two lads have come in the day, and they've got a lot of van experience, which we're desperate for.
Yeah.
And I think that this week has certainly proved that. But a couple of good lads, and they've had a good week, and I just hope it carries on.
Definitely. I think it's, well, the bigger and better we get, then the bigger and better the videos we get, and obviously the more work we get, happier the customers are, happier we are. I think we're not 25,000 yet, so I definitely haven't going to give that disc away yet. But we're so close to giving away that discovery, so that means I'm so close to going to have to put it in the diary to get somebody to actually fix it. Diary, disco.
Diary disco.
All the parts are here, the car's there. We just literally got a second to get it done. But now we've got more techs. It feels like we're running nice and smooth. We'll obviously have to get that in. So, is that it?
That's it.
Thanks very much for watching, and we hope to see you next week. Cheers. Good night.
Good night.